Hi, this is my fourth video of NACADEMICS series, Adventure into the Realm of Concepts. This video, Cardinality Model. In previous video, I referred to some well-known categorization of signs in semiotics done by American philosopher Charles Sanders Peirce. Based on this categorization, there are three classes of signs: icons, indexes, and symbols. Icons are the most simple class of signs, and symbols are the most complicated class of signs. I said that sounds in language have been produced as iconic signals, while the sounds with communicative value, we recognize them as phonemes today. Then they developed into morphemes which match the indexical signals. Then they developed into words which match the symbolic signals, in fact. The difference between iconic and symbolic signs. By comparing an icon and a symbol, indeed we compare and contrast their communicative values. This was the example in previous video for icon and the word garden for symbol. Now we can see the communicative differences. This is what this iconic sign conveys. There is the possibility of encountering cows and the like here on this part of the road. So if you don't get cautious, there will be dire consequences. As you see, icon is direct and very simple to communicate. But what it conveys needs interpretation. On the contrary, symbol is very complicated sign, but what it conveys doesn't need so much interpretation, but definition. Garden is garden. It only needs definition. It means that words as symbols have been formed through tens of thousands of years just to make the communication easier, concrete, and precise. We have to study a single sound tens of thousands years ago as a signal, but full of complexity. Whatever makes it much easier to study is the fact that they follow some deterministic model, or better to say, they are governed by some deterministic attractor. We will discuss it later. To model the first four sounds on Greek alphabet. The people who study the history of alphabets, they know something about the origin of alphabetic letters order in all languages spoken in the Middle East and Europe. But whatever I am to mention here is quite different. Let's concentrate on the four first letters on Greek alphabet. I said this graphic sign stands for main body. In Arabic alphabet, this sign is complex. On one hand, as a vowel is equal to a, alpha. On the other hand, it is related to a plosive consonant as Hamza. This one was told, standing for the organs sprouting out of the main body. This one was told, standing for the sharply bending parts on the body. This one was told, standing for the cylindrical parts on the body. First of all, let's consider them from 2 points of view: place of articulation and manner of articulation. All of them are stop or plosive sounds. This means that stop sounds must have functioned conceptually so emphatic that all the first 4 letters are plosives and voiced sounds. Now I want to reorder them based on cardinality. The most cardinal sound is this one, which indicates whole body or the main body. Ranking 2 cardinal sound is this one, which indicates the organ sprouting of the main body. Ranking 3 cardinal sound is this one, which indicates the sharp or sharply bending parts on the body. Ranking 4 cardinal sound is this one, which indicates the cylindrical, rounding, and not sharp parts on body. If we find any meaningful relation between cardinality and the place of articulation, it will be a great indication of systematic advancing in language formation. A or Aleph, either vowel or Hamza as consonant, is articulated here on vocal cords. The articulator and the place of articulation are the same bilabial vocal cords. It is the innermost part of the articulation. It is voiced sound. Ga, as a velar consonant, is articulated here with back part of the tongue as the articulator against the soft palate as the place of articulation. It is voiced sound. The is articulated here. The tip of tongue is the articulator and the alveolar ridge is the place of articulation. It is voiced sound. Ba is articulated here on lips. The articulator and the place of articulation are 2 lips. It is voiced sound. Obviously, there is some relation between the place of articulation and the cardinality. It starts from the innermost place of articulation for A at vocal cords. Then it goes to Ga at soft palate. Then it is Da at alveolar ridge, and finally ends at lips for Ba as the outermost place of articulation. It seems the more deep, the more cardinal. It can be recognized as the cardinality cluster of sounds. The innermost and outermost places of articulation are on dynamic gates, vocal cords and lips. The remaining 2 are articulated by the dynamicity of tongue, back of the tongue and tip of the tongue. On the basis of the information gained, I model the conceptual system of cardinality this way. This is the simple model we got for now. I will speak about the arrows later. Such models can make us shake the idea of random involvements in language formation. We will discuss later. See you.